If I told you you can get a pair of earbuds with waterproof IPX5 rating, a Snapdragon QCC3040 chipset, Bluetooth 5.2, aptX-Adaptive hybrid active noise cancelling, a game mode that gives you 60 millisecond latency, CVC 8.0 which filters out background noise and it enhances your voice during phone calls, transparency mode, 10mm drivers, touch control, 7 hours of battery life and 2 full charges from the case, and also codec ACC and SBC, how much would you pay for those? £200? £250? £150? £100? £80? £70? Nope, these little suckers here, these cost a piffling $39.99. You heard me right, I said $39.99. It's for a limited time only till the 15th of March, whilst filming this video, 2022. I had to think about that for a minute. But then they'll go back to the normal price of $59.99. These are a bargain at $59.99. They're even better value at $39.99. Trust me on this, these are bangers. That's a spoiler alert. You will not want to miss this video. So straight after my intro, I'll be reviewing the SoundPEATS Mini Pros, coming right up. Welcome everyone, I'm Zilla. I'm back with another video. Now today I'm going to be reviewing these SoundPEATS Mini Pro earbuds. Believe me, watch this video to the end because you're gonna want to know why you should be picking these up, especially right now at $39.99. It's a no-brainer, trust me. You guys know when it comes to earbuds, sound quality, I'm a bit of an audiophile and I'm a bit of an audiophile snob. And if these things impress me, they're gonna impress you. So first off, let's have a look at the box. The box is pretty premium looking actually. I wasn't expecting the box to be this good. Sounds a bit weird talking about a box, but you know what I'm saying. You wouldn't think at that price range the box would be as good as... I've seen premium earbuds, £200 plus, that cost way more. I think what, 4 or 5 times more than these with cheaper boxing. So let's open these up. It's been a while since I've done this style of old school video. Chuck that over to the side. Now inside, there's the actual earbuds themselves. Let's take these out. Now I have been using these, I've repackaged them for this video. So, earbuds themselves in the case. Let's take these out. We'll come back to these in a sec. Now here, you get different size silicone ear tips. You've got mediums, large, and smalls. By default, it comes with the mediums attached. And you get the USB Type A to USB Type C charging cable. Not very long, but yeah, this price, who's complaining? So, let's check out the design. As you can see, it's a matte black plastic. You've got SoundPEATS branding on the front, a little LED light there, which I'll show you in a second. On the back, the USB Type-C charging port. And if I take these out, you can see it's a kind of a grey plastic on the inside. Put this back in. You see that LED lighting up there. And the earbuds themselves, they've got LEDs built into them as well. Now, magnetically held in, so they're not going anywhere, and a nice snap closing which does not open, well, not very easily anyway. So let's take these out. You can see the LED lights just where the microphones are. Let's take these out. Do one. First thing that strikes me about these, they're very small. They're pretty light, not too light, they don't feel cheap or anything like that. Again, a matte plastic finish. Build quality feels really solid. Got the little pins there for charging in the case. Silicone ear tips, which you can change out. And where this logo is, that is where the touch sensitive controls are. Really, really nice. Now, as you can also see, there's no sharp edges, nothing that digs into the ear. Comfort wise, I'm really, really fussy when it comes to earbuds. Right, I got one of those weird ears where AirPods do not fit my ears, they drop out constantly. And I have very specific needs. If these fit me in comfortably, they'll fit you comfortably, believe me. And I've worn these for 5 hours straight. Well, actually no, let's say 4.5 hours straight. 4.5 hours straight, I almost forgot I had these in my ears. Okay, brilliant, brilliant comfort, especially for someone like me who's a fussy git. So comfort wise, spot on. Now I'm going to break this video up into different segments. I'm going to make it very basic, very simple. I've told you all the specs. Now let's first of all talk about where they've saved money. Okay. First of all, when you take these out of your ears, there's no music pausing, anything like that. That's first off. Second of all, the actual case itself. Get in focus. The case itself does not have any Qi wireless charging built in, but at this price I wouldn't expect it to have that. So I really don't care. It's not a major thing for me. So that's probably the two major areas where they've saved money on these. But as I said, well, most people, they don't care. Most people do not charge their wireless earbuds wirelessly. So I don't think that's a big issue. But to include IPX5 water rating, so they're resistant to sweat, that sort of thing, means you can use these in the gym. So, sound quality. Let's talk about sound quality. When I've listened to various tracks, and I've listened to quite a few different tracks, I've got a playlist specifically for this. I've got 80s, 90s, hip hop, classical, etc. I'm not going to go into the list of the music that I actually listen to test the bass, etc., the sound quality, the vocals, the guitar, the separation, and so on. These are 10mm drivers, and the bass, I'm not going to lie here, the bass is really, really good. It's slightly elevated, not hugely, but it gives a very fun sound. Now the sound signature is a little bit V-shaped, just a little bit, not huge. Soundstage itself is fairly forward, and left and right separation is pretty good as well, depending on the actual music source you're listening to. Mids and highs, very clear, crystal clear in fact. Don't have any issues with those. And these go very loud, very loud. I'm talking, ooh, I listen to these at say 70% volume. Any higher is too loud for me. And I've got to be honest, at full volume, 100%, see the LED flashing? Oh, I'll put it into pairing mode, unfortunately. At full volume, these do not distort, they don't clip, nothing of that nature, which is surprising for the price. Really is, really is. And I've got to, again, because this has got the Snapdragon QCC3040 and the aptX-Adaptive codec, plus SBC and AAC. These automatically adapt depending on the type of device you're using. So to get aptX-Adaptive, you need one of the later phones, Android phones with a Qualcomm chipset in it, Snapdragon. If you use an iPhone, it automatically goes to the AAC codec for that. So they automatically adjust depending on the type of device you're using. I think with the Pixel, it went to aptX, not adaptive. So it all depends on that. Now I've been using these with Tidal, the Hi-Fi Premium subscription that I use to get the best out of these. These do sound better to me when I'm using an Android device because it takes advantage of the aptX adaptive codec. Now the reason it's called that, adaptive, because these automatically detect the sound source. So things like low latency mode, high bit rate, low bit rate, they automatically adjust to give you the best possible sound. Latency, well, I'm talking about that. These do not have any noticeable lag or latency. So when I've watched movies using an iPhone, when I've watched things on Android, listen to music and so on, I don't notice any latency. At 16 milliseconds for gaming mode, it makes it even sharper, right? Now, let's be honest. I really thought these wouldn't sound that good. I've used other earbuds in this sort of price range, which pretty much sucked. These have got me wondering, why am I spending north of £200 on a pair of earbuds? Really, you've got to question these things. These I can use in the gym. I can use them pretty much anywhere, really. Pretty much anywhere. Let's see what else. Oh, phone calls. Now at the end of this video, I'll leave a recording. It's going out of focus. I'll leave a recording of these being used in a voice call, so you hear the quality of them. Not the greatest, but not bad, but perfectly acceptable in my opinion. Active noise cancelling is very good, minus 35 decibels. Not as good as, say, some of the top-rated earbuds, but good enough. The passive noise isolation from the silicone ear tips is pretty good. When you put ANC, not bad at all. It filters out all the sort of the deeper humming sounds, so something like a fan or an engine or something like that. At 70% volume, I can still hear sort of voices just a little bit, not distracting at all. So just beware of that, because I like my active noise cancelling. These can pick up a little bit of wind noise when you're listening to music in a very windy situation, but it has to be quite extreme. I've used these on an airplane, I've used these in the street, I've used them in a car. When it's very windy, you will get a little bit of that wind noise coming through. But again, even the top tier ones, you get a bit of wind noise. I've noticed that. Now, SoundPEATS say 7 hours without active noise cancelling, 5 hours with active noise cancelling. The case itself will give you 2 full charges, so another 14 hours, making it 21 hours in total. The charging time to charge these up, the earbuds up and the case, is around between 1 and 2 hours, depending on how flat the earbuds are or the case and whatever. So between 1 and 2 hours, so that's not bad at all. I think it's a 300 milliamp hour battery in this. In realistic terms, I've used these with active noise cancelling switched on, and I've got around 4.5 hours. Now, 5 hours is possible, but it depends on the volume you listen to these at. As I said, SoundPEATS probably test them at around 50% volume. I'm using them around 70 to 75% volume. Now I'm going to put this in my ear now. I'm going to play it. I'm going to try and put it at different volumes. I'll connect it up to my S22 Ultra right here. Okay. That's nothing. These connect very quickly. Okay, let me put these in. Now the reason I'm going to put these in, my microphone, move that out of the way. The microphone I'm recording this on is about 3 to 4 inches from my ear. So I'm going to put this up at various volumes that you can hear any sound leakage if you want, okay? You can see the volume here. That's at full volume. They also got something called transparency mode, so the touch controls, if you press and hold, if you press the left earbud, I'll show you the controls in a minute, it will give you off, active noise cancelling on, or transparency mode. Now transparency mode obviously allows sound in while these are in your ears. They could do being a little bit louder, but I really don't use transparency mode that much. but they're good enough. Okay, they're good enough. But for me, the sound quality on these kills it. Absolutely kills it. Now, let me show you, which I didn't show in the unboxing. In the top of the lid here is the instructions. Okay. Now let's go into the... So it shows you here how to set up the controls. So let's have a look here. Okay, now left earbud, you tap it, it goes down one notch in volume. You tap the right one, it goes up a volume. Now I love that control. I actually love that. I think all earbuds should have that. And it's connected to the phone, so it's a global kind of thing. So basically, it adjusts the volume of your phone just from tapping the earbud singly. You press and hold, you skip a track, go forward a track, answer or end calls. I'm not going to get into too much details about the controls, but they do take a little bit of getting used to because they're very different to other earbuds I've used. Most earbuds don't have volume control on the actual touch sensitive area. Okay, so that something is pretty decent. Make sure that's in focus for you guys. Have a look at that. Okay, if you want to pause it, have a look at it, by all means. You can see what the different controls do. Now you can see them here on Amazon. And you see that $59.99, and there's a voucher. If you tick the box, you get £20 off until the 15th of March. So definitely use the link in the description, okay? Use it, because these are well worth it. Trust me on this, I promise you, and I'm a snob when it comes to this sort of stuff. So overall, what do I think? It's a no-brainer. It literally is a no-brainer. Good build quality, solid build quality, fast charge time, excellent sound. Sound quality is really good. The difference between this and a £250 pair of earbuds, you can't justify spending an extra £200 or something like that for the sound quality, because it doesn't make that much of a difference. These are louder than my Sonys, these are louder than my AirPods. So you've got to think about this sort of stuff, guys. You really have to think about it. With the 10mm drivers, the different touch controls, the battery life is solid. It's got good codecs, active noise cancelling, hybrid noise cancelling, which adjusts to which device you're using. Bluetooth 5.2. Now they also say range is around 10 meters. Now I live in a 3-story apartment. I've had these in my ears, left my phone by the front door on the ground floor, gone upstairs onto the 2nd floor, and it's still connected to this. These are still connected to my phone. So I don't know. 10 meters, maybe they're being conservative, but I haven't had any dropouts. I haven't had any problems connecting via Bluetooth. Nothing at all. These, other than the Apple's own earbuds, these to an iPhone connect instantly, automatically, which is unusual for a third-party pair of earbuds when you're using an iPhone. They don't always connect that quickly. Overall, I've got to tell you guys, pick these up. Either you pick them up as a beta pair for the gym, or you don't want to use your really expensive earbuds. Believe me, you're going to probably just keep using these. You're not going to bother with the more expensive ones. I just do not see it. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. No issues there. Smash that subscribe button and bell notification icon. And share this video on all your social media. It helps me out. I never ask you guys for a penny. I don't ask you for Patreon. I don't ask you for anything like that. I would say 100% well worth every single penny. I would pay, honestly, I would pay double what they charge for these. Double, at least double. If you told me these were £150, I would believe you. I really would believe you. Genuinely. And the size of this case is really pocketable. Really pocketable. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave that little phone call sound demo. I'll put the mic right next to the phone so you can hear it. And you guys can tell me what you think of the call quality. Until next time, this is Zilla saying take care and peace. This is a test of the call quality using my S22 Ultra and the SoundPEATS Pro Minis, making a phone call to my iPhone. What do you guys think of the actual voice quality, the clarity, and so on? Let me know in the comments below. Be interesting to get your take on it, guys. Anyway, take care, and I'm out.